Hey, yeah, welcome to another episode of Investment Chat with Stephen AKINTAYO. I know you didn't expect this question coming.
Okay.
What is the investment you're making on your skin?
This 10 million that I've just been paid for this show.
Yes.
Let me
buy
see.
a land. Let me
see if I can multiply it.
Hey, yeah, welcome to another episode of Investment Chat in a Royce with Stephen AKINTAYO. My guest today is a mother. Amazing, because she didn't know this, but she actually looks like my mother, my late mother.
Oh wow! Yeah. Oh, what a compliment! Thank you.
How come we don't know you by your husband's name? It took us years before we know you are married to daddy. Like, what happened?
The first one being that, just before we got married, we were both, I trained in London, he was working in England. So the culture in Britain amongst people in the entertainment industry is that you keep the brand, the name with which you started work. Because it's a brand. So it's a brand that people know you by. And there was this, I'll keep my maiden name for work, and then when I'm at home, I'm Mrs. Jacob. And there was a lot of confusion. So you just arrived at one point and we just said, listen, just keep it at Joke Silva. I know you are Mrs. Jacobs. And it gets really funny because when my children were in primary school, they'll say, we go for open day or things like that. They'll say, my father, Mr. Olu Jacobs, my mom, Joke Silva.
What are the early investment lessons that you learned?
I believe investments are in two forms, just like infrastructure. You have soft infrastructure and you have hard infrastructure. Soft investment is the kind of investment you make on yourself, you make on your family, but hard investment is then financial security. When I was younger, the person who saved on my behalf was my mother. Well, I should say my parents. I had this account in Union Bank of those days. I had this little blue book, and any money that I got was put in the bank. And then my father, God bless him, bought me some shares. There was another uncle of mine, Chief Ebunolawoye, and what he used to do with myself and my cousins was that he would give us every week we got a stipend of what to spend in school, so that way you kind of had an idea of, you got a sense of money, as we say in Yoruba, so they started they started me off, and I remember once around the time when in the early years of our marriage, there was I think around that 1993 when there was that really that time of Abiola and there was the financial insecurity in the country was really awful, and I remember I had to sell my shares, and my mom was like, you don't even, you just go through your, and my father said, but that's what it's for. It's for when you hit a rough patch, you liquidate, but you reinvest.
Exactly.
G-Text Homes,
a subsidiary of G-Text Global, brought to you by Stephen AKINTAYO,
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Lakapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea
call. Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
Also available in Abuja, and 20% discount also apply.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
GTEX Home is a brand with vision of having the largest green and smart estate with innovation and technology. The vision has given birth to Jasper Gardenia along the coastline of Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos. The first green and smart affordable estate. Now, Jasper Estate is just 10 minutes away from Dangote Refinery and is just opposite the Lekki Golf Course. And guess what? The title is Gizet. Now with 17 million naira, you can get a property here. Yes. And you can also make a down payment of 5 million naira. And you can choose not to pay it at one go. There is a stretch of 24 months payment. So what that means is that you have 2 years to pay for the property. So it is pertinent you are part of what is going on here, because here, my friend, is the future.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
So what's your advice for younger entertainers who say this is particularly around investment?
Okay.
And types?
I met my current stockbroker.
Okay.
He comes from a family that we've been family friends for generations. Wow. His name is Papai.
Wow.
Tofarati, Papai Augusto. Wow. He runs Wall Street, and he's been our stockbroker ever since then. One of the things he said to me that I'll never forget is the fact that even if it's 10,000 you have, buy shares. Do you understand? That you'll be shocked, and then be prepared to leave it for the long haul.
Yeah.
In my own industry too, we are working together with various guilds in the organization to put proper structures in place, because there are so many things that we are totally missing out on, you know, that our colleagues all over the world are enjoying.
Absolutely.
You know, so they benefit from royalties from their work, which we don't. Films again are like real estate.
True.
They're like real estate. You have them for life. They, you know, so you should be able to get better. So we're trying to structure the intellectual property laws. You know, we're trying to structure the industry so that practitioners can benefit. Somebody said that the actor that goes on a set to watch, you know, to perform in a TV series and earns for that TV series earns 500 for 2 weeks work. And I'm like, there's a lack of understanding here. To you, it seems like 2 weeks work. It looks like 2 weeks work, and it looks like, you know, or even 1 day. Let me break it down for you, because out of that money you have paid, they will have to pay for their own driver. They are the company. The actor himself is the company.
That's true.
So he will have to pay for his driver. He will have to pay for his children's school fees. He will have to pay for whether he's renting a house. He has to take it out of that money, and you know, and then you
for insurance
exactly, pension, exactly. There's no pension, so you know he has to take it out of that money that you are going to then benefit on from for the rest, you know, for in perpetuity. So when you break it down like that, you then understand why fees are so high, or should be.
Didn't expect this question coming.
Okay.
What is the investment you're making on your skin? You still look this good. I knew you were not seeing that coming.
No, I didn't see that coming. Right. And so we're going into the area of soft investment. Yes. Now, I believe that whatever goes on my skin has got to be what works for my skin. Number one, I don't bleach. I love my blackiness.
Yes.
You know.
We're the same industry.
Yes. You know. I look for things that work for it. And being dark skinned, it's actually it's easier to look after my skin.
True.
What's important is more it is, you know. So what I find is the older I get, I cannot just wash my face, you know, when I'm getting rid of makeup. I have to use an oil first, then use a wipe. Before I use a wipe, I must use oil first, you know, put it all over my face so that my skin doesn't drag. And then I put there's this just take a face cloth, soak it in water, squeeze out the water, put it in the microwave, take it out and just use it and clean, and it just opens up the pores, cleans out the pores, and then put some powder and go and sleep.
Hello guys, welcome to Burial 2. Last year we launched Burial 1, and in 6 months we're sold out here at Eleko. And now we're in Burial 2, and Burial 2 is juicier and better. Why? It has an approved gazette, so it has a government title. Very good document. And guess how much we're selling? We're selling for 15 million. You qualify to be able to pay just 10 million if you pay right now. And this slot is just 10 slots for you to pay 10 million. Once 10 slots is gone, bye. Yes, it has water, but we're creating roads. We are fencing round. There's some feeling for everybody in phase 2. You want to take advantage of this and invest today so that you can smile tomorrow. I love you, and I'm Stephen AKINTAYO.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
GTEX Homes,
A subsidiary of GTEX Global, brought to you by Stephen AKINTAYO.
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Lakapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen, and secure your slot today.
Also available in Abuja, and 20% discount also apply.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
What were the earlier investment that you put into your marriage that has made it last this long and just so sweet? At least that's what we see. You know.
Story. You know, the Yoruba say I remember there was a time I was just so I was so fed up. I had enough. I think it was on both sides. Both of us had enough. You know, and I remember that day so clearly. You know, and I went, okay, no matter what happens, I am not going anywhere. We'll sort this out. You know. Again, we went through some a really rough patch, and I remember it was when I was 50, which was like 10 years ago now. A very good friend of mine, God bless her heart, Adiswa Oyenukwe, now said to him that, you know, for your 50th birthday, you guys should renew your vows. And they didn't tell me anything about, you know, it was supposed to be a surprise. But our pastor, the pastor of our church, you know, Pastor Tony Rapu goes, that you're going to surprise her with a wedding or her birthday. You better go and tell her so that she knows what she's going to wear, what she's going to, you know. When we renewed our vows, the two of us were crying that day. And it was incredible. It was almost as if the Lord, there was a removal of a veil or something. It was incredible.
You say that Daddy being older helped?
I guess.
10 years or more?
10 again.
18.
Oh, 19 years.
Wow.
19 years. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's a cradle snatcher. Yes, 19 years.
Wow!
Yes.
So it's more like you're married to that. Like some form of
I remember when we were getting married, and my father was like, excuse me. I'm not sure I approve of that. I mean, that age gap, they liked him when they met him.
Yes.
But none of us, it just never occurred to me to find out how old he was.
Wow.
They just liked that this is the person that Joker is saying, thank God we like him and all that and all that and all that. So when I found out, I said, yes. And then my father was like, no. My mother was like, but my own father now and my mother, that's the age difference between them. My mother said, and he can walk.
What will you say to, two people partnering, the place of partnership in investment?
I think people do what works for them.
Yeah.
For us,
yes.
For instance, now we don't have a joint account.
Okay.
Each person runs their own account.
Okay.
Each person has their various investments.
Okay.
But we're aware of those investments. The place where we have things joint is within the business. Our business, the Lufodo group, Lufodo Productions, Lufodo Academy of Performing Arts, Lufodo Enterprises, and Lufodo Consult.
Okay.
We all run that together. And when I say all, it's not only my husband and myself. My husband is practically semi-retired anyway, from the company. So it's myself and my son who run it. And to be honest with you, he's the one running.
When did you start the company, the Lufodo group, and what led to that?
Lufodo.
How profitable has that been?
It has been blood, sweat, and tears.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
That's the truth about it.
Wow.
We started in 1985.
Okay, 1985.
Yes.
Wow,
and we were very, very well known as a theatre production company. We produced a lot for theatre. We did some for television. We collaborated with people with home video. We did a film, but then all of a sudden there was this entrance of piracy, and it was crazy. Now for film, we got all the investors in, and lo and behold, the film came out.
And pirates did their job. They took all the money.
And for my husband, it was a case of, for us both, it was a case of, these are people who have trusted us with their money. We have to pay it back, So I remember we had to liquidate we had to sell a property at that time, so that we could just pay people back. And because of that, I just said, okay, that's it. Production wise, unless somebody came to us before we would invest in production. Unless you come to us, I'm not doing and then we focus more on the school, focused on training and things like that. Yes.
If I come to your academy, will I start speaking Queen's English?
Well, it's very, that's an amazing thing. I think what you will do is speak clearly.
Okay.
So if you don't pronounce some things properly,
you want to use the Weibo.
Yes, if you don't pronounce some things properly, I will not hear you.
True.
So if I would rather you say, I want to go to the shop.
Yes.
Rather than say, I want to go to the shop. I want to go to the shop, and then you are saying shop instead of shop. I want to go to the shop. I prefer that. Excuse me, please, what are you saying?
GTEX Home is a brand with vision of having the largest green and smart estate with innovation and technology. The vision has given birth to Jasper Gardenia along the coastline of Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos. The first green and smart affordable estate. Now, Jasper Estate is just 10 minutes away from Dangote Refinery and is just opposite the Lekki Golf Course. And guess what? The title is Gizet. Now with 17 million naira, you can get a property here. Yes, and you can also make a down payment of 5 million naira, and you can choose not to pay it at one go. There is a stretch of 24 months payment. So what that means is that you have 2 years to pay for the property. So it is pertinent you are part of what is going on here, because here, my friend, is the future.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
Hello guys, welcome to Burial 2. Last year we launched Burial 1 and in 6 months we're sold out here at Eleko. And now we're in Burial 2 and Burial 2 is juicier and better. Why? It has an approved gazette. So it has a government title. Very good document. And guess how much we're selling? We're selling for 15 million. You qualify me to be able to pay just 10 million if you pay right now. And this slot is just 10 slots for you to pay 10 million. Once 10 slots is gone, bye. Yes, it has water, but we're creating roads. We are fencing round. There's some feeling for everybody in phase 2. You want to take advantage of this and invest today so that you can smile tomorrow. I love you, and I'm Stephen AKINTAYO.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
We have a segment to show, so you stretch your leg.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You touch. You feel. you were
this cow leather.
Yes.
Hey.
You were telling me
bull leather.
So you are telling me how, you know, you have been entering a Rolls Royce.
Yes, I told you.
Just close your eyes and imagine they are doing the Jockey Silva Rolls Royce. As retirement package.
From your lips to God's ears.
Yes,
that would be so wonderful.
The Silva special edition of Rolls Royce. You know, I want to say a big thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Little token to just say thank you. Obviously, we don't have sponsors yet, but one of my companies is currently sponsoring it. So,
okay.
But the major highlight of the gift is this. I've written 35 books.
Wow.
They're all on Amazon.
Well done.
Thank you, man. This is
well done.
Yeah,
entrepreneurial tools. Thank you.
Business
plans and grants. This is a book for me.
Yes. We actually listed a couple of grant opportunities, including, you know, the creative world that are there that people can just
excellent
apply.
Excellent.
Yes. So
thank you.
For you, ma.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Oh, I think this is beautiful. Okay, let me put this down.
This is also
oh, wow, nicely packaged. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's the end. It's like we shouldn't finish, but we have just ended another episode of Investment Chat in a Rolls Royce with Stephen AKINTAYO and with our mommy here. It was awesome. Okay, remember the next time we come again, don't forget to share across social media handle. Follow me across all social media handle. And next episode will soon come, but this is good. I think you should tell your friends to watch this again and again. This is not an episode you just watch once. You want to watch it again and again. From us here, we say bye-bye.
Goodbye.